GM, everyone. Got an awesome show. Old friend of the stream, co-founder, in fact, of the stream. OG SQ himself is here. We have a fun little activity. We are going to put a prop up on chain. We're going to try and do it in 20 minutes, and we're going to get started right after this. SQ, GM SQ, how are you?
Morning. I'm good. I'm feeling good. Just got back from the gym. I've been working with this prop for a little bit and wanted to reach out to you. I know you get things done. You move along, you play the game. I get stuck in the sand trap a lot when I'm trying to do things. So I thought maybe I'd seek out a little bit of your assistance in getting this on chain.
Hey, honestly, I love a challenge. I love having you back on the stream. Little known fact is you're sort of the co-founder of the stream. Way back when in Prop House, little block party, early days. Shout out to you, SQ. You're always welcome here.
Well, thank you. It's been fun. It's been fun to watch it grow. I love seeing all the new graphics, everything about it. It's a lot of fun. Congratulations on you and Index getting the passage for the continuation of it. I hope. I think it has a great potential. So good luck on all of it.
Thanks, man. Well, let's get into it. Why don't we? So we're going to try and get this prop on chain here in about 20 minutes. So I've got a HackMD draft. And can I just hit you with some questions?
Yeah, absolutely.
So this is a prop that's going up on Little Nouns, and it's asking for 10.5 ETH and 10. Is this the NFTFX Little Noun token?
Yeah, so that essentially would be 10. It's equivalent to 10 Little Nouns, but it's what we have claimed and available. So yeah, I believe what you do with that is then that is swappable for a Little Nouns token out of the NFTX pool.
Okay. And so 0.5 in admin fees. This is for like multiple 7 rounds. You know, I don't mean to get stuck up in here, but this is one of those things that it just seems like you're committing to so much and getting paid so little, and that makes me uncomfortable.
Yeah, it's all right. I'm okay with it. It's the end goal of moving some of this, and it's not all me. Some of it actually goes. The admin is mostly just for those signers there for the community wallet. The other pods would probably have their own admin for their rounds, so it's even a little bit less. But Prop House is more of a utility, and I think that at the end of the day, sometimes the admin, especially in these talks we're having recently about Prop House, what's good, what's bad, is it gamed, is it not? It just the conversation goes in so many different ways, and to me, getting to see it continue and flourish is just more important than any type of admin fees that would come in. And while it is a lot to do, it doesn't have to be, and a lot of it is very clerical. So if there's a way to get that all more automated, I think it's a possibility. So it's almost like I'm bridging a gap. If anything, it's like those admin fees should almost be reimbursed from Prop House, since Prop House is paid. Anyways, I appreciate it. I'll stop there. I appreciate it, but it's I think it's fair. And the signers, that group of signers has been fantastic. You may not see them around all that much, but as far as what they are serviced with if I go, we have a private chat with the 4 of us, and it's literally just either setting up a round or getting the payouts. And they're so quick. It's one of the, they pop in within 20 minutes of me dropping like, hey, signatures here, can we get a sign out? So everybody's been, and all 4 of them, or 3 of them, me and the 3 others have been fantastic as signers, and they've all agreed. I would double check with them again But as of last I talked to them, they all agreed to be signers again, and it's just ran pretty smoothly. So if it's not broke, why
Do they
fix?
have PFPs?
Aqua does. BK is the is he a paintbrush
Oh,
or
BK, of course.
it's Aqua, BK, and Mimics. I don't know what Mimics' PFP is currently.
Well, I'm just making a graphic here because I feel like you need at least one image. So yeah, I'm gonna do that.
I mean, you do that. I'll find them and I'll drop them in Discord. But yeah, no, so that's, I mean, the long short of it is it's just I'm trying to expand Prop House, I guess. I'm trying to take all the feedback that comes through, and I don't think, some people think you need larger quantities of payouts to get results. I don't think that's necessarily true. Obviously, there's certain things you can't do with smaller quantities. But I think that's where kind of like what you were doing yesterday, that's a larger quantity prop house round. So I think that they work well together. They're not it's not one or the other. Some people yesterday who were working on both had asked, will this make the other one less likely of passing? And I don't think this one really. I think they're independent of each other. I think the other one has its own issues to some people, but I don't think those issues are the same as this. I mean, it's you know how it goes, and we're talking about 10 ETH across 4 pods for 3 months of potential proliferation to 100 people. If we're not going to fund, if this isn't something that we're at least looking to fund, then again, just kind of goes to your thing. Like, what game are we playing? Which is fine, but we need to know what game we're in.
Okay, so question: if we cut to the chase here, what are the voting blocks on this prop, and whose vote do you need?
I don't know. I'm not a vote wrangler. That's one of my issues. One of my problems on why I don't get things passed and I don't go out. I don't go looking. I mean, I assume Al's on board, even though Al goes back and forth about how he thinks about Prop House. I assume Dot's on board. So again, if I've got Al and Dot, I feel like it's a pass. Most people like Prop House. Most people give me the benefit of the doubt when I'm going to put a prop up. I think, at least, so it really comes down to, is the no block going to vote no, and will that fully block it? I think with enough, my last one with the PPP, I think that was more of a timing thing with the Nounders, but I think the Nounders would vote for this. So even though, but Dot's not really keen on Prop House now either. So I don't really know. I'm more of a put it up on chain and see what happens. But I guess just the Nounders. I guess if we can get, I guess the only 2 blocks that I need for this are the Nounders and Ale.
All right. Well, I think we got to grab Dot then, at least. Put Dot in here. What do you think?
Sure. Because he's and it's very interesting because he just had the that Explorer Grants round, which went well. It went well, but it has caused a lot of the prop house discussion. I think came out of that round.
What do you think about a framing of like low prop house, like the next season? Or like the summer?
Well, we can't do the summer. Because that's the sub-DAO summer's coming. I mean, giving it some type of personality. What is it? Let's break it down. So if you look at it, one of the things I really like about this prop house, at least the way that I structured it, which isn't a 100% thing, but I'll take your. I'd be interested to see what you think about how I kind of split it up and stuff, because none of it is. That's kind of these are the details that I'm hoping to get totally squared away here with you. Is a large portion of, well, not a large portion of it, but are like those Noggles, like specifically through Nounworks. I was hoping to get some from Motivate Me, but I haven't been able to get in contact with them. And the giveaway of those for in real life events, because I think there's a lot of people who would do a lot of fun things with those. But ordering them is maybe not something that, it's one of those things. Like, I haven't ordered a pair, but like if I had a pair, I'd be pretty excited that I had a pair. So a couple of the rounds are for strictly just giving away Noggles and pins and merch, if you will, from Nounworks to see, hopefully get some type of media content, social media content, but it's not.
So I think we should have you giving away Noggles in the image.
You're like a Figma master. I feel like this skill that you've gotten here is like in itself a highly employable skill.
It's a lot of fun.
Working Figma.
What else are you going to give away other than Noggles?
It's basically Noggles and pins. The pins are the Noggles. They were the Big Shot Toyworks ones, and then there's the paper Noggles, the 50 packs, I think they are, and then just pins. Fairly simple, keeping it easy. The shipping is actually pretty expensive. That's part of the reason.
Help me pick a color for the pins. I'm going to use these bit nouns.
Ooh, some bit nouns.
Color schemes.
Hold on a second. There's specific Nounworks. Yeah, they're all from Nounworks, Big Shot Toy Shop. They just have the regular black, pink, blue, green, red. I'm usually just a classic red guy. I do like the pinks. I've got the pink and purple. Somehow my online, like one of the first NFTs I purchased after my the Kings of Leon was this Prince NFT on Maker's Place. And ever since then, like my whole persona's gone purple, pink. I don't even know how. Cats, like the online me is, I wouldn't have guessed that this was how it was going to turn out.
My merge panda had the pink purple, so I didn't really have a choice, but I've really kind of grown to like it.
Yeah. Yeah, and it fit really well with my cat. Like even this cat, I don't know where, like this cat randomly happened, and then it just became like I've been the cat forever. But I like it. I've got a lot of cat.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
When I'm not the bomb. I actually didn't like the bomb, but I just never changed it, and now I'm just the bomb. Just happens.
Did you see you made it on the LOL ship?
Oh, I did.
I got you up here.
I did it.
I got you up here. You're above the index card sale. Baba, he's kind of half in, half out, so he's looking back. And then, of course, we got the whale always lurking.
You should have him on a phone, on a T-Mobile phone.
When the whale says no, do you think the whale goes like this? Or do you think the whale goes like this?
Oh, definitely internal.
This one.
I like them both, but for some reason the internal just feels right.
Yeah. You see I got Mikey down here with soon to boop. The rat's obviously in the bottom of the ship, eating all the cheese.
So true. So true. How are we doing on time? I feel like we're not doing well on time.
No, we're not. We have 5 minutes. Okay. So, yeah. I think we just need a background color like this. What do you think? Maybe more dark?
Purple.
You like the perp?
For the, well, prop house is like that purple. So we gotta,
Oh, yeah.
it's like a,
And then should we put Al here? Because you said Al and Dot would decide it, or Al and the little Nounders.
I mean, if Al doesn't vote for it, it's kind of like if they don't vote for things, it makes them very difficult to pass, assuming that Will and that block's going to vote no. You know, that's the thing. Like that's one of Will's points that he's constantly making, which is actually very accurate, is we all act like he's this giant voting block when really Ale and Dot are the largest voting block. The Nounders are the largest voting block. They can make anything happen.
Yeah, and I think what Dot would say in fairness is it's the little Nounders. It's not just Dot, which is totally fair. But okay, is this graphic, does this look good to you?
Yeah. Yeah. It does. It does.
Okay, I'm going to export this. I'm going to send it to you. And then all you have to do to get an Imgur link is just drop it in HackMD.
Yeah, no, I'll get it. I've got I'm good with links. I'm good with photos, pictures, getting them in, all that good stuff. I use the post whatever. I don't know. I've got some website I use. Post images, free image hosting. Makes it convenient.
You know, one thing I'd love to dive in with you later on when you have more time is how much you've been leveled up by ChatGPT. I see you doing all kinds of kind of more advanced stuff in the last couple of weeks.
No, I mean, I don't, not really. I have decided to do things that I was hoping that other people would kind of take care of. But I do think, yeah, I have not really messed around with it, but I think it is phenomenal. I think it's a tool, like everything. It's a tool. It's going to be a great tool for some. It's going to be an awful tool for others. But I think it's really, I'm buying into this. Like we're in the next industrial revolution is happening right now. Everybody, like the playing field is now even flatter.
Yeah.
Which is great. I mean, any way you look at it, that is a great thing. You know, it's going to be awful. The disruption that it's creating or will create is not great, right? But like the overall, that's a short-term negative for the increase in productivity, which is just going to be massive. I'm also incredibly afraid of it, but that's a whole nother story for a whole nother podcast.
Yeah. All right.
So what do you think of the round setup? So this is a potential round because technically the community is supposed to go through, you know, the emoji votes or whatever. But I think some of it is, what's your take on this? Do you think the community wants to be involved? Even those that want to be involved, do you think they would prefer?
My honest opinion, and I think I've given you this before, is I want to let you guys cook. And I know, like, if I let you cook, you guys will take feedback. You guys will see what the community wants. Like, you're not just going to do your own thing. Like, getting community buy-in for you is sort of, you know, it's the bare minimum that we know we're going to get. So imposing all these extra things, to me, that's just wasting your time. And I don't know. That's just my opinion, though.
Yeah, I never know what people want. I never know what people. So then what do you think about these? So obviously the up top is fairly simple, you know, and even like I said, to motion, like you're going to get what, you know, I'm trying to put a little bit more structure, change it up a little bit. obviously stretch it out, put the calendar up there just so you could like.
You skipped around 5 here, by the way. You went from 4 to 6.
Okay. How many rounds do I have up there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So okay, so we do have 7. So I need to get a 5 in there. So I don't need to just roll up down. But what do you? So you're going to get a little bit more structure, but it's going to be roughly how we've been running, how Prop House has been running, because it's run as a community thing. Like nobody's really been in charge of Prop House. I've tried to run it as much as, like you said, as the community wants it to be run. I've just been the one clicking buttons. What do you think about these bottom content pod, little reps designation, TLNS? So my thinking here for content pod, I know there's a lot of discussion about there was a lot of discussion about what they do and everything, what their goals are. But I do, they were Content Pod and has really pretty much been the support of the PPP. So I'm just trying to get some funding back to them to help them do some things. But I don't know, some of the pushback on that one has been, what exactly are they doing and why should they continue to do it? Which I get. So should we keep these in the bottom?
What would Al and Dodd say? Or what would Al and the Low Mounders say?
I don't know. Dot likes community. Al depends on what day we catch him.
Mike Jam, we're already 2 minutes over our self-imposed deadline. We're kind of.
You can add Mike, add Hard Hat Mike to the mix too. He's not fully in on this prop, but he is out there banging the drum for proposals and Prop House in particular right now. It's this is built in tandem with the other proposals in mind while this is going up. Some of it is, if you'll notice, this one gets going much and it almost ends as the other one. I think June 22nd, 26th was the start of SubDAO Summer. So this one kind of fades away as SubDAO Summer really fires up. And some of the goal of this as well, if you go down, so you notice the noggles and pins, hopefully those will be, most of the noggles and pins would be already out in the wild for SubDAO Summer to help in those proliferation acts. So some of this was built, like I said, to be complementary to SubDAO Summer, not a one or the other.
Yeah. Mike, are you there? You want to chime in? You're on mute.
What up, GM? SubDAO Summer, you say? Yeah, I love this prop. I love the distribution of all the merch, especially like the noggles and stuff. I think it's important for onboarding.
So you don't like the pods? Do you say get rid of all the pods?
I don't mind it. I took another look at this a little while ago. I actually started to dissect it into you know how I do it. I think we go bigger. Like, I just think this is just small. I don't think that. I think like we should probably push all the IRL items towards the Lil Noun show is one thing. I think like they have like general audience. I'm like not sure if reps or content pod are going to be like good distribution routes for like noggles and pins.
Yeah, no, I mean, you see, I kept and the reps was more. I mean, you guys are both have been reps, and so it's. I think you probably understand what. Like, I don't have a goal for that, but I think there's definitely needs that come up. It's more of a as a need arises. Like, this isn't like reps. Let us know what you're going to do and run your open round. Like, no, it's like reps have a need. Now they have some way to distribute other than the coordinate or whatever, to go outside the reps community and say, hey, we need this and here's some ETH and come and do it for us. So that's kind of the goal for the reps. Yeah, like you said, it's very work related. we could easily pin, you know, we could strip the pins. I agree. I think TLNS, I think they have the best. I think TLNS and this have our best media outlets for sure.
Yeah, totally. Like, let's give Panda some and have him do some contests or something for some noggles.
Oh yeah, that's a good one, Panda. Should you be in here? Should you? If I said Panda, it's you or Content Pod. Why should it be you over Content Pod? And or do you want to be in here? We can always, or we can just add. I mean, that's the beauty of this. We can add. We could just pull a gammy and triple the size right now.
Well,
it's scalable.
honestly, that's what I was doing in this prop. Like, I honestly think we need to like not triple, but like.
So here's my rationale for not doing that, and it does align with kind of what I was saying. This is, if we can run this well, it's almost like an MVP of why the nouns should vote for us to run SubDAO Summer or whatever along those lines.
Here's my thing is why have all these requirements? Why not just give the current multi-sig discretion and here's some outlines, but you reserve the right to, adjust. I mean, do little nounders not trust you? Do they not know how committed you are? I mean, you've been running this for so long. I mean, I feel like you've earned it, and I don't want to honestly. I don't want to micromanage your work.
Well, this is more the micromanaging. Is more. I mean, I've already done it, right? Like I did it. It helps it for everybody, including me. Especially with. My schedule has been a lot busier. So me doing things on the fly, which is a lot of how everything was happening. It's easier to have it all structured and set up, and I can put it in the calendar and
okay. Okay, I hear that. That makes a lot of sense.
And I think this is what other people want. Again, I'm I try to meet everybody in the middle. Like if, it's 6.5 dozen to me. 6 and 1/2 dozen the other, but some people are like, no, I want my half dozen. So I'm like, whatever, here's your half dozen.
That's what we're always trying to do, like, feed the appetite of the DAO, like kind of down the center. But yeah, I mean, I still think we could go higher. Maybe we don't need to ask for 100 like I would like to, but maybe 40. I don't know. Maybe not.
Well, don't you think we should I want to do these separately though, because I agree with both props.
Well, that was one thing I was going to say here. Like, shouldn't the merch and the prop house and the the funding routes over that are down here be like just separate props? I think like some people might get caught up on like just one side of this,
Yeah, I
don't know how to make them separate props, because the beauty of the noun works is I don't like it's all outsourced to them. Like it's kind of like I said, the shipping is going to be kind of expensive. I think we have like an ETH of it is like shipping cost. I didn't break it down, but you can figure it out kind of if you do the math.
Yeah, depends where it goes also. And
and both of these two are both UK. I don't know. He was all talking about customs, and like everything in the nouns, it all gets complicated. But yeah, I want to get 3 up. I want to get this one up. I want to get a larger one up for little nouns as well. And I want to get the SubDAO Summer up. I think all 3 are good for the ecosystem as total. And the one that I want to get up, like, so this one would be good for the, like right now, SubDAO Summer would stretch into the end of August. And then we could do a total little nouns one that it wouldn't need to go heavy during SubDAO Summer, but it would be set up to run for like, the 8 months. We would set it up for a general 8-month time frame. And like you said, we could run it low and slow through August, have it pick up in September, and run it through the holidays and know that, you know, at least through January, February, March of next year, we've got a full lineup of proliferation that's coming down the pike. And it doesn't have to be super expensive. And we can always add over the top to it too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, totally.
So I haven't read anything from yesterday. So, I mean, I know I talked to you briefly in DM, and you can hear it in your voice that obviously.
No. I'm working at the same time. I'm on 2 computers right now.
Okay. I was like, you don't sound like the good times, Mike. I know.
I actually, I just did this thing where I just drank half my espresso and kind of just like left the other half. I need to pour a second one. But yeah, I mean, hopefully we get the support on this that we need. I think we will.
If we go, I will stump for it. I will go on to talk shows, whatever, these things, podcasts. I don't think the people who are against it, I think all their arguments are flimsy, is what it comes down to, especially when you balance it against anything else. Like, we could pick apart anything that's been funded. But I think the mass proliferation that's come out of Prop House is far and away above anything. Like I said, even the rounds that I hate, I think are good. It's just, there's just too much. Even if you have a round of 5 and 4 of them are bad, but one of them is good, like that's a win. That's a win.
Yeah, totally. I totally agree. I love Prop House. I think it's our number 1 onboarding tool. I'll fall on a sword for it.
Yeah, I mean, like those banners are the perfect example. Some people are like, may think those banners are a waste of time. Like, I think that person whoever they are, cheek them up. Like, they weren't here. Now they're here. They're making these banners. The banners are sweet. They made 0.4 ETH. I think that's a fair trade, especially compared to relative in totality. I mean, just all any way you look at it, I think it's a fair trade. And that was a Prop House round.
Hey, SQ, do you know how to add the transfer of the 10 little nouns? Do you know how to do that?
No, I should probably reach out to JP. He was doing something like that and it messed up. That's another thing that we should take care of. So JP's prop passed, but it had a technical issue. We shouldn't have to revote on that as a group of individuals. We should, again, it should be like Al and the Nounders should just vote to pass it again, because everybody shouldn't have to go and spend 0.07 ETH or what, 0.007 ETH or, you know what I mean? It just seems like a waste of everybody's time and money.
Yeah, another $15 to vote for that one last night.
Yeah, like why not just do 2 votes and pass it? You know, and JP's got to now reach out to people. Hey, I know you already voted for this.
So how are we going to go on chain, SQ, if we don't know how to do the 10 littles?
Yeah, no, I need to get the other stuff. Well, we missed our deadline. You guys think it's good? Let's just go back to, if it's good, I will get it on chain when I get it. Do you guys think, is it ready? Is it ready to post as is?
I think it's low enough that it is.
Don't you just have to ask Donna now?
But I'm not into the asking. I just do. And then I lose, but I just do. Like, I don't play the game well, but I'm playing it by different, I'm playing a game. It's not the winning game, but I'm playing a game.
SQX has his moves, and it's, sometimes he knows he should throw on the flame Mario, but he just throws on the raccoon suit anyway because he likes it more.
Yeah.
Oh, basically. The raccoon suit. Oh, man.
I'm like, dude, it's so comfy. Just get it.
You're like, I know I don't need to fly on this level, and I know I'm going to need to fuck some shit up with some fireballs, but I don't care. I'm just going to throw the raccoon suit on and possibly lose it in like 4 jumps, but it's all good. By the way, I saw the Mario movie like 2 nights ago, and it was great. So highly recommend it.
Yeah, my son was talking about it yesterday. I think I'm gonna go see it this weekend.
It was dope. Yeah.
I will say, SQ I know is going to appreciate my latest intro slides because SQ is old enough to remember Contra.
Oh man, I knew it from that one shot. I love it how you're moving along. You got so many. Mega Man. Oh man.
Look at this.
I can't wait. I love that Will's just like the enemy. We have arrived at the jungle.
He's in all of them.
Look at this, dude. I got the boot, the Nouns boot, and the Nouns phone, an index card.
That's hilarious. I love it.
Yeah, this one's great. I love the Contra.
Would you want a prop house round, Panda? Do BitNow want a prop house round?
Mike Good wants a prop house round. Put one in there for me.
Like, should I just throw everybody?
Yeah, put in the Mike Good rounds. I feel like they'll be epic. I want one. I want a round. I don't want to give away any pins, though.
No pins, just ETH.
I mean, I'll give away some noggles. I'll just make people do really weird shit with the noggles if they win. In my round. What was I was about to say something to you guys. Shit. I got distracted by the sick contraband. Ah, crap. I forgot.
Yeah, I mean, throw me in there for 1 ETH, I guess. Throw it in as a Prop 116 designation.
I mean, because if TLNS get one, that's the other thing. Like, are people going to be like, we just funded TLNS? Why do they get a prop house round?
Yeah, I was a little bit nervous about that, to be honest. That's why I was thinking split it up and try to fund prop house and then kind of do these like this other bit of funding as like a separate burst of ETH. Because we know prop house funding is gonna pass in some capacity. You're not over asking for it, but you're kind of like it's a little. I don't know. Some people might feel like we're backdooring this bit of the prop.
No, I'm gonna pull all those, and we can run it separately. Because I do think they would be valuable, but I could see it like I could make the argument that like why am I?
Well, how about this? How about get rid of the ETH and just keep the prizes? Because then that makes more sense. It's like they already are giving away, I think, some ETH out of their prop anyway. So for like the Lil Noun Show, for example. So I'm kind of thinking like maybe the Lil Noun Show just gets like the pins and the noggles and all that stuff to give away.
And little reps giving away Lils, that's a good idea for someone who's like who keeps submitting, who keeps showing up, who's in good faith. I feel like it'd be dope for us to be able to give away a Lil.
Why don't I roll down? So why don't we? I'll strip content pod. I'll remove the ETH. Sorry.
By the way, Brooke just posted a prop for content pod. I'm not sure if you saw it, but it's like in the chat. He asked for feedback, but I can't comment because like I'm not in content pod, but I'm in the prop. Like I am in content pod.
I thought you were, to be honest.
It's weird. I don't have. No, one day someone said, "Mike, you want to be in content pod?" I was like, "Sure, I'm in all the pods." And then I don't know what happened, but they took my role away. So I can't even comment back to Brooke right now. But it looks like they're going for like 8E to. It's very similar to this in a sense, without the merch stuff. But it's for 8E to like fund a couple things.
All right, well then I'll strip them. I'll pull them. I'll remove all the ETH. Maybe the TLNS doesn't have to give away littles either. I mean, I don't know. You can leave them with 3. But yeah, Lil Rep's giving away only littles. TLNS giving away mostly just IRL proliferation.
You're listed as a team member, Mike, on this prop.
Yeah, it was the first time I read it going into the chat there and seeing it. I know.
Well, I hope you like it.
I'm a little confused. I guess like I guess I'm on it. just by saying, sure, I'll be on it. But I've never like done anything with Content Pod yet. I'd like to help out more, I guess.
I think Bix is on it too. Nobody knows what Content Pod is. Motion's on it. I think Motion now hates it too.
Hey, can one of you get JP on stream? It looks like he's green on Discord. It'd be great if he could show us how to ask for littles.
I can send him a message really quick.
I have to get the TLNS wallet as well. Unless we just send everything to the main Gnosis and then I can pass it all out from there. I never know what people are going to be okay with, what they're not.
Okay, I have to hop off for 20 minutes. I have a quick like 15-minute stand-up meeting in 5, and I need to refill that espresso. But if you guys are still streaming in like 20:30, I'll be back around. If not, we'll talk to you guys on the interwebs.
On the net. Yeah, I'm going to bounce too. I'm going to make a couple of adjustments to this. We can circle back either in the chat or here, and I'm going to get this up though. I'm going to get this up.
Cool. Also, Panda, I did just message JP a link to the stream and told him that you request his presence. So we'll see what he says.
Yeah, I just feel like even if we don't do it live, SQ, would you come back on stream and show us how you do the request for littles?
Yeah, no, I'll probably have to reach out to JP, NL, or Dot. I'll figure it all out and we can go through it because I think that would be beneficial to everybody. What do you guys think about JP's prop? I know it passed. I think I voted for it. I do get the whole like, Lambos and whatever.
I didn't see his Lambo.
Oh, you didn't look. You didn't go. You didn't DYOR and look at the Instagram and check his stuff. It's actually it's kind of douchey, but it's actually done pretty well, I thought.
Here's all I had to say about it. Like outward reach outside of our typical nouns bubble, it's good. Like
and the
low ask, okay. Trusted known builder in Lils, check. Like kind of fit the boxes for me in those ways, and then I really didn't have to look at it more than that, compared to like a lot of things that try to get passed around here for the price. So
I agree with that. I agreed with that, and then I was like, I'm gonna check it out anyways.
I did check it out, and I guess I didn't go dig through his Instagram, but I did give him feedback on the prop before he went on chain with it also.
Yeah, that too. No, but I agree with it, what you're saying. Kind of like everybody here. Like you guys come up with, an idea that it can even be crazy. It's just it's like there's people who want to run with the ball and give them the ball. Let them mess up.
Obviously,
let them fall balloons.
Obviously, if he like plunders the 3.5 E in like 7 lulls or 10 lulls or whatever it was, and like we don't see a single person come in and we just see all those lulls get dumped on OpenSeas immediately and yada yada yada, then like maybe we'll consider not funding something like that in the future ever again. But right now we need to take extreme measures to market lil nouns if we want to bring in new people, and nobody else is really doing it right now. So it's like another little like chip you put on the roulette board, spread your chips. All right, I gotta head off. Talk to you guys in a bit. Not sure if JP's coming. He didn't respond yet, Panda, so stand by. Later.
Adios. Panda, I'll circle back.
Oh, JP can come on right now.
Okay, I'll stick around for a second because this will be fun to learn.
Yeah, JP says don't use Nouns Connect.
Oh my God, when I tried to do the proposal or whatever, it was the worst. Trying to figure out how to use Nouns Connect and get I think it was a Zora contract up to do a drop. I don't know. I couldn't figure it out. It was a nightmare. What other merch would be fun to give out? That's the other thing I was thinking. Works makes it really easy for the distribution. I was trying to do some from Pixel and Comms Day and on, but I never got a confirm on like what is what and cost and all that. And they kind of disappeared. I think real IRL has been getting pretty crazy for most people. But is there other things? Like, I wish there was fun T-shirts or something that we could give away, but I don't think anybody's made them.
No. I mean, they're pretty easy to make.
Yeah, no, I know.
Did you see the mouse pad I got, Al?
No, I didn't.
You could ask him for a picture. I'm not going to show the picture here on stream, but I designed him a custom mouse pad. It's kind of funny. Or you know what? I'll DM it to you.
Cool. Is JP coming on?
He said he was. Let's see. There he is. And there's the mouse pad. JP!
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Hey, Jam.
Hey, dude, thanks for coming on such short notice. Really appreciate it. Know you got really limited time, JP.
Absolutely.
But yeah, SQ is trying to make a prop where he requests little nouns, the tokens from the treasury. And so Mike said you had experience, and yeah, we wanted to see what you learned and see what we could do.
We hear that's your jam.
Yeah. So don't use Nouns Connect. I mean, I use it and I got problems with it, so that's why I had to resubmit. So click Add Action, and you probably will see. Yeah. So click on Transfer Funds. No. Click back, go back, and transfers. Yeah, click that. Click on that, and you'll see an option to right there. You have to put the contract address for the tokens, and in the lower part, select contract function. You will select transfer.
So you just do the contract address.
Which contract address though?
The token. Let me get you the contract address.
And you can pull that contract off of. So if you just go then and then you go treasury, right? So that's going to pull into the main treasury, and then they have a token.
No, it's not the treasury address. It's the token. This one, the Luna's token address.
And so how did you get to that? Okay, so we hold it. So we have 31.98 of these. And you click the contract address.
Let me show you the whole thing. So lowlnouns.wtf, treasury, right? And then these are our holdings. So we have 281 ETH. I don't know what X lil weth are.
I think you could also use those, but I think that is paired. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just gonna make stuff up. I think that's
anyway. So JP says we want to grab this address, right, JP?
Yeah, the Luna's token address. Right.
Okay. So go here. Let's see.
Yeah, this one.
So, okay. Now I'm gonna go back here. I'm gonna paste that in.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. No. Yeah. 0. Yeah. Select contract function. Let me see if you can select transfer. Just transfer. Do you have options there? Like, click on it.
Yeah. Transfer address uint256.
Yeah, this one. Right. And add arguments. Just go ahead. And the recipient and an amount. Like, how many tokens do we want? I don't know why. The first time I submitted the proposal, this Y didn't exist. So I had to use Nouns Connect, and that's why something went wrong. And
Yeah, no, this looks new. I've never seen this when making a proposal. I haven't made one in a while, but no, that's wonderful. Thank you, because I need to set this up. Okay, I got to run.
yeah, you need to add another function to the diff transfer. Like just go again on add action and go ahead. It's easy. Transfer funds and yeah, just if
Yeah.
address.
Cool.
Can you go back on the transaction once just to make sure the contract is right? Let me see. Yeah, it ends with C695, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Perfect. Well, I'll be back in a little bit. I got to go run, do some things. JP, thank you.
Yeah, always.
Thank you.
JP, thank you so much for coming on. Really appreciate it.
Thank you. Can you guys tell me what this proposal is about, or it's like secret or something?
Oh no, it's just a refund of the prop house.
Okay.
It's just refunding prop house. Yeah, it's right there. You can take a look. Any thoughts on it are welcome. Speaking of, I've got to get a poet.
I'll DM you the link, JP.
Are we going to give Lewis as well?
Yeah, the idea was to ask for 10.5 ETH and 10 lils, and then give away lils across kind of a couple different ways. Like a lil reps, 2 lils to lil reps, 3 to little now show, and then 5 through a do good charity round.
Amazing. Yeah, seems perfect. Yeah, I have like more 10 minutes here with you guys, so I can stay, no problem. I mean, I don't have to go unless you like are closing this, but I can stay here. Like,
yeah.
I
honestly,
can hang out for another minute. I have to go, but I also have to get a POAP ready for today. Or do I? Because is there a separate one since Little Reps is going to run with TNS today, or like with the main TNS? I don't know.
I was asking actually to English there in our channel. What do you guys think we like should do the show today? Because we don't have like prop house round open. So what we going to talk about? I mean,
we can talk about prop.
Yeah, sure, right.
I think yeah, I don't know. I think there's just a lot of discussion going on. So I think anytime we can get some voice discussion going is probably good. Even if we don't have specifics, we could just talk about nouns and buying nouns versus prop house, and getting sub-DAO summer. Like sub-DAO summer is basically all about what we would be. So technically, if Little Reps are behind sub-DAO summer, then we should be championing it, and like it should be the Little Reps' job to talk.
Totally.
So maybe our show today is just all about why we think sub-DAO summer is a good thing, and or refining it to a way that we think is more appealing to the other side, I guess. Or I don't know. I didn't read back through. Like I said, it's too much. I didn't have time.
Is the sub-DAO summer proposal already on Discord, so somewhere public? I mean, people have read it, or is it public already? I mean,
I believe it's around. I don't know where it is. I have definitely read it.
Yeah, me too. Just asking if people have read it, but yeah.
What is this? Okay. I think most people have, or at least the main voters. I know Mike had sent it to Will, so I know Will's read it. Sorry, I'm gotta get it up. I don't even know what to do here. But I know you like prop house. You're a prop house master. I think everybody who, and Abtoshi put it this way early on when I would listen to her. Everybody who seems to be in the ecosystem kind of came up through prop house. So it's weird that we would think that it's like this. It's weird that you open it to everyone. A whole different thing. What do you guys think about if we token gating it to token holders? Because you open it to everyone and then you talk about the grifters, and it's like, well, you're kind of saying grifters come and we're gonna police it and not allow the grifters to win. But we're advertising it to the grifters. I mean, when you say we have free money, all you need to do is have an idea. The first people are going to hear that are the grifters, right? So we're advertising to them, and then they come, and then we're like, well, why are they here? Token gating it is kind of the only thing to do against it. And I'm not against token gating it. I mean, you have to spend 0.15 or whatever, 0.12 WETH bid. If you're actually trying to win a prop house round, you will win and you will get that money back, that investment or donation back, because as you know, those who maintain and actually join the community and discuss, even if it's just for a short amount of time, and actually explain themselves and what they're doing. If they're not grifters, you do end up winning. It's not assuming that you have continual rounds. So wondering what you guys' thoughts are on that.
Yeah, something happened in FootNow's prop house that, really got me scared, because I haven't seen it before in other prop houses. But this round, the current round, the majority of proposals were like fake proposals, like just copies of previous winning proposals. Like really, the majority of proposals are fake. So if this is something that will start to happen, like in every prop house, this is something we definitely have to try to figure out how to avoid it. Maybe token gating, but when we talk about token gating, we imagine like now's prop house token gated. Doesn't make sense, right?
Yeah, no, I saw that too. Skirt. Actually, I know he's, but he got a hold of me to let me know because he wasn't sure about what to do and reaching out. And that started with Meshup. Someone did that to Meshup in the Explorer round.
I remember.
So yeah, again, I get it. So is token gating, especially something like Food Downs, like,
but
it's not a lot.
You can token gate FoodNow's prop house. You can token gate LeoNow's prop house, but you can't token gate Now's prop house. If you token gate Now's prop house, it just lose its meaning, right?
Kind of.
If I could just weigh in, token gating entries, that's silly. We got to just have better voters or more consistent voting blocks, and we got to set these rounds up so a lot of, grift or whatever doesn't happen. But in any way, there's no perfect way to give out money to avoid grift. And so I feel like you take the good with the bad, and the good, like the long-term contributors that you get from Prop House, to me, just so outweighs the bad. And I just think people get so hung up on this Prop 1 and rugged or whatever. And to me, I just don't care.
I think one thing that should help, two things actually. I know this kind of loses the decentralized aspect of it, but I think the round administrators for every round should filter the proposal that come in, and we should have a limit of proposals per round. Because if we have a round with 100 and more proposals, most of the voters are not gonna read it through all of them. So again, it kind of lose the prop house meaning, right? I was talking with Meshup, and he said just that. Like he doesn't have time to prop house, like to read all proposals, and most of the voters don't have. So we have to figure out this somehow. And we saw that like in Explorer grants prop house, the hack week, like 400 and more.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey guys, I have to jump off. Like international is just starting. Thank you for having me.
Thanks, JP. Thanks for coming. Thanks for teaching us.
I'm gonna bounce too. I just requested the PO app for later. I'll be back through.
All right.
I gotta do some things for an hour.
All right. Later, everyone.
Hey, I appreciate it, Panda. Thanks for doing this, helping me out. JP coming up. I'm gonna get this done, and yeah, we'll come back through and either put it up or we can have a quick 2-minute pop in.
Thanks, SQ.
Bye.
Thanks for joining us. We'll be back probably this weekend.